Redneck Muck, peace. So, I put about 2,000 miles on Elvira since I put the rack and pinion on her, and I noticed a little wear on the inside of her tires, like it was towed in. So I tried to adjust it out a little bit, and I didn't put a tape measure on it. I just, I'm like, I'll just move it a little bit, because that's what rednecks do. And I moved it a little bit, and it made it worse. And so I tried to move it back, and made it worse. And I fought with it for a couple times, and then I put a tape measure on it, and I was like, well, that looks like it should be right, and it was worse. So I thought, okay, I need something, and I don't want to take it somewhere to have it aligned because, most people's never seen a Studebaker suspension before. Now, tow's not such a big deal, but then mine's been modified, so I'm like, I need to be able to do this myself. So I bought a little kit, and I don't know. I might be able to put the link in the description or something, so you know what it is too. But when you see it, you'll go, oh, okay, yeah. So anyway, here it is. I got it on the car, and I bolted it up there. Everything come in two pieces. Got a little, so you can pack it down real tight. It'll probably never come out of that configuration again. And then you can see it's just tape measures for the most part. It's just tape measures, but it kind of gets you in a good spot. So if you come over here and you look, I don't know if you can see that, but it's metric because it come from places, but I can live with that. So 156 versus almost 159. So I assume when I thought I was fixing it, I was just turning it the wrong way. But this will help me get it where it needs to be. So I'm going to do that. And I also bought this little guy, camber and caster. Now you have to set your zero. See your zero there? You have to set your zero with this little knobby, and then it magnet mounts. They say, make sure your surface is flat and clean and blah, blah. My upright, my two-post lift are level as level can be. I don't think I can get any better. So what I'm wanting on camber and caster is 0, +1, somewhere through there. So I'm going to hook this dude up. It just magnets on. And you can see it's not quite 0, and it's a little on the negative side. So let's check the other side. I just pushed on him. I'm going to recheck my level. Yeah. Perfect. So you want this bubble level, that bubble. So yeah. Okay, so this bubble's level, this bubble, you can see almost 0. It's really not too bad. So I might try to adjust it because it needs just a little bit. So, but anyway, to do all this stuff, you have to have weighted on the suspension. So you can see I'm on jack stands. I'm still actually on the lift in the back, but that kept my car pretty level. So, yeah, this is what I'll be doing. Tow. If you don't know, tie rod in, break it loose, turn it, blah, blah. But yeah, we'll get there. I'll be back. So we really want to try to get the camber set to 0 or, +1/2, anywhere, somewhere through there. So it looks like I just take this bolt loose. This is an eccentric, and then hopefully he'll adjust a little bit to get me that positive camber. I'm about to find out. So let's see what happens. mean, can I just pry? That should be on a pivot of some forms or another. Mondo here. See if that'll let him move or not. I can see flex. Because if I turn these, they're both just into a threaded piece. I feel like if I turn one, that's going to change my caster, where your wheel sets like this. I'm trying to keep from doing that. I just want to adjust the camber out of it a little bit. It's closer to 0, still not quite there, but did move a little bit, so that might be something. Let me see if I can get on it better and get it moved a little bit more. So there you can see I'm heavy on the 0. Not quite a half a degree of positive camber, but positive camber. So that's what I'm after. From what I'm seeing online, I'm supposed to be like 0 to 1, so 0. Plus a little. Don't know if that's the right way to do it, but no more than I needed. That worked out. You might have to take all that crap loose to move it a bunch. Or if it's set really bad, you can take your upper A-arm bolts loose and flip that rod over. It's hard to see back there. Them 2 bolts, that rod is offset, so you can actually gain positive or negative camber depending on how that is mounted in. So anyway, let me see if I can get the other side to move. So of course you learn things when you Google. And what I learned is if you remove that grease zerk, you can put an Allen wrench in here and that'll adjust your caster. Or your camber. And your caster actually. So hopefully it didn't affect my caster too much. I got my camber where I want it. And now I got to set toe and I can see how she drives. And if she drives good, then I'll be good. Hopefully. So, all right, it's not the easiest to see, but I'm 157.4 there, and I'm 157.2 there. It's right about a 16th, just a little more than a 16th of, let me think here, that's toe out right now. So I need to adjust just a little bit more to get that maybe opposite. And if it was opposite of that, then I'd be pretty good, because that's what I want, about a 16th of toe in. So let me adjust it again. I've had this dude up and down and adjusted several times, so but I'm getting there now. So all right, I'm at 0.3 centimeters toe in. That's the only thing I don't like about this set is its centimeter tape measures. I would prefer, you know, the other, but I've just been changing centimeters to decimal points to fractions. So I'm just under an 1/8 of toe, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it at. An 1/8 would be, you know, 120. I'm at 11/18. So I think I will try that 1/8 of toe. See how it does. So now I have caster, which is supposed to be, which it really technically would have been in spec, Negative 3/4 to positive 3/4. Okay. I thought it was 0 to 1, but I looked up 77 versus Studebaker, and it calls for 3/4 to 3/4. So, but anyway, I'm just a shade over 0 to the positive side. So I like that, and it adjusted a lot better using the Allen wrench like it's supposed to versus trying to pry it. Things you learn. So yeah, I think I'm okay. My caster's about right. Now my toe's about right. I'm gonna see if I can get away without these spacers now, because I've changed the suspension a little bit, and it was rubbing on my tie rod end before, and my tie rod end might fit inside my wheel now. So I'm going to check that and see if I can get rid of those spacers, which would help with the front end geometry a little bit. But yeah, so try that, and then whether I can get rid of those or not, the next thing will be taking it for a test drive and seeing how it does. And if it feels good, then I'll be running another 2,000 miles and see what tire wear looks like. So to me, that definitely looks straighter. I like it up and down. I was beginning to look like a curb squirrel. Couldn't afford a skateboard anymore, and I bought one of those, I don't know, little foreign jobbies, and I lean the wheels out like this. Whew, I'm glad I'm not that guy. But yeah, let's see how it drives. So I was super pumped with Elvira last night. I got out of the car and completely forgot that, I didn't end the video. So, I was working on the video today, and I was like, crap. So yeah, took her for a drive. Everything went smooth. She drove good. She didn't pull. So now I'm back to tire wear. See how it goes from there. So, the camber wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I really thought it was worse. I was able to pull off the 1.5" spacers and go to inch spacers. Or was it 2 inches to 1.5 inches? I don't know. 1/2 inch. I was able to get rid of that. I couldn't go all the way down to no spacer. The tire still hits some things where it's got so much offset where it's actually Mustang wheels. But, getting somewhere. So yeah, that kit from the big box store, I'll try to post it, and worked really well. Even the camber gauge come from there, and I think altogether I've got like, I don't know, $30, maybe $40 in all of that, and I can use it for multiple cars, multiple times, and hopefully hopefully make my life a little easier on doing that stuff, because tape measure on tread, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was struggling, so this helped out. Anyway, yeah. Till next time, get out there and get to wrenching, redneck muck. Peace.